Today we're going to be looking at the first lesson we're going to do on the Pythagoras theorem. And the Pythagoras theorem refers to a relationship we have when we look at right-angled triangles. So if I look at a right-angled triangle with my 90-degree angle at the bottom, let's say I have the hypotenuse, which is going to be the longest side between the two arms. Then the Pythagoras theorem states that c squared, or the square of the longest side, is going to be equal to a squared plus b squared. And if a particular set of numbers or a triangle obeys this rule, then it will be a right-angled triangle. And that points us towards today's lesson, which is going to be on Pythagorean triples. So if we look at our first values, we have 9, 12, and 15. And we're trying to work out if this is a Pythagorean triple. And in order for it to be a Pythagorean triple, it just has to obey this equation up here. That means that all I have to do is take the square of the longest side, which is 15, and it has to be equal to the square of the other two sides added together. If this equation is true, or it holds, then I have a Pythagorean triple. So 15 squared is 225. That's just 15 times 15. 9 squared is 81, and 12 squared is 144. If I add both sides together, well, I have 225 stays the same, and I have to look at 81 plus 144. Now if I add up 81 to 144, I get 225. So this is true, and that means that this particular question, A, this set of numbers, is in fact a Pythagorean triple. Alright, let's look at B. So for B, we have 5, 10, and 11. And you can imagine this just like before. This is our triangle, this is 11, and either one of these can be A or B. So what we've got is 11 squared is equal to 5 squared plus 10 squared. And if this is true, then ultimately we have a Pythagorean triple. Now 11 squared is 121, 5 squared is 25, and 10 squared is 100. So in this particular case, 121 does not equal 125. And because of that, this is not a Pythagorean triple. So the answer to B would just be no. Okay, looking at C, we have 6, 8, and 10. So 10 squared is equal to 6 squared plus 8 squared is the idea. 10 squared is 100, 6 squared is 36, and 8 squared is 64. 36 plus 64 is 100, so this is a Pythagorean triple. Alright, finally let's look at D. We have 5, 12, and we have 13. Alright, so 13 squared is equal to 5 squared plus 12 squared. Alright, 13 squared is going to be 169. 5 squared is 25, and 12 squared is 144. Alright, so add all these together, you get 169 is equal to 25 plus 144 is also 169, and so that means that this is also a Pythagorean triple. Alright, that's it for this video, hopefully it's helpful, and I will see you in the next one.